relayers, my name is Patrice Heare, and I'm one of the directors for the Racing for Hope Foundation. And I'd like to tell you a story about a little 6-year-old boy whose battle with cancer has inspired so many. On March 9th of 2010, Matthew at age 6 was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, ALL for short. ALL is a form of cancer that starts in the white blood cells, grows uncontrollably, and crowds out the normal blood cells. Before diagnosis, Matthew had a low-grade fever for 9 days, was extremely pale, and was so weak he couldn't get off the couch. So Matthew's mom and dad took him to the Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters for help. Here, Matthew's parents would receive the diagnosis no parents want to hear: cancer. The staff at CHKD wrapped their arms around Matthew and prepared him for the most difficult journey of his life. Matthew was quickly thrust into a world characterized by adult worries. Why do I have to take so many medications? Why do I feel so bad? Why is my hair falling out? And am I going to die? Worries and concerns that should never be placed upon a child, but here we are. Matthew quickly became his own self-advocate for what he needed to defeat his cancer, and he developed a strong faith in God who would heal him and take his pain away. This young boy, for 3.5 years, has battled his cancer bravely, enduring difficult symptoms, painful procedures, and missing a lot of his childhood. Matthew has received over 85 doses of chemotherapy in his central line or his spinal column, and I'm sure thousands of pills. But in less than 2 months, Matthew's battle will be complete. Now at the age of 10 years old, he will take his last dose of chemo on June 22nd of this year. Life is waiting for Matthew. This cancer has shaped the young man he is becoming, and I know life has big plans for him. This story is about my hero, my son, Matthew. Although our journey with cancer is coming to an end, there are hundreds of children in this country whose journeys are just beginning. It is these children and families who need our help. In 2011, myself, my husband Todd, and my dear friend Kevin Adams founded the Racing for Hope Foundation to assist local families being treated for childhood cancer at the Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters. The Racing for Hope Foundation mission encompasses 3 very specific focuses. First is to fund and support local research that increases the quality of life and survivorship. Yes, survival rates have increased for childhood cancer. In fact, we are constantly hearing words that 80% of children with cancer are cured. 85% of children with ALL are cured. When we see images of children in brochures, magazines, and websites, we are presented with smiling, happy faces. It might be perceived that childhood cancer is no longer a big deal. Does childhood cancer still need our support? A resounding yes. Now more than ever, we have to become smarter with how we treat kids. Currently, they are left with debilitating side effects and secondary cancers from the intense side effects of radiation and chemotherapy. While a 5-year survival rate may be generally correlated with the cure for adult cancer population, it's not a good measure for a child like my son Matthew, who finishes treatment at 10. For 5 years for Matthew makes him only 15 years old, still a baby. Our second arm of the Racing for Hope mission statement focuses on the creation of a family assistance fund at the CHKD's oncology clinic. Cancer ravages a family unit physically, emotionally, and financially. We assist families with expenses that have the potential to disrupt the welfare of their child by paying for necessary expenses such as car repairs, rent, or household utilities, to name a few. Lastly, the third arm is the promotion of childhood cancer awareness. We have worked diligently to bring together the racing community at Langley Speedway to create awareness of childhood cancer. Come here. We want people to remember that kids get cancer too. All of us today have been touched by cancer in some painful way. I truly believe that God uses painful experiences to shape our lives. God never wastes a hurt. The challenge is how to use our experiences our occupations, and our lives in service to something that is bigger and greater than ourselves. How do you do this, you may ask? It's simple. Invest your life in something that will outlast you. For me, it was the creation of the Racing for Hope Foundation and the children that it assists. Please stop by our tent to learn all the exciting ways that we are supporting these little superheroes. Currently, we are selling raffle tickets of an autographed guitar by the Rolling Stones to support local research here at CHKD. Like every race car driver needs a pit crew, so does every pediatric cancer patient. Thank you.